Check, check, check. The AA Daily Reflections for March 24th, entitled Active, Not Passive. By the way, this is the first time I've read this. Man is supposed to think and act. He wasn't made in God's image to be an automaton. I love that. A mindless automaton. That's from As Bill Sees It, page 55. Before I joined AA, I often did not think and reacted to people and situations. Whew, ain't that the truth? When not reacted, I acted in a mechanical fashion. After joining AA, I started seeking daily guidance from a power greater than myself and learning to listen for that guidance. Then I began to make decisions and act on them rather than react to them. The results have been constructive. Good. I no longer allow others to make decisions for me and then criticize me for it. Today and every day, with a heart full of gratitude and a desire for God's will to be done through me, my life is worth sharing, especially with my fellow alcoholics. If I do not make religion out of anything, even AA, then I can be an open channel for God's expression. Wowzers. This one is packed. Whew. All right, let's go back. Man is supposed to think and act. He wasn't made in God's image to be an automaton. That first line right there gives us agency. And I think for me, I didn't feel like I had any agency or control over my life. Because, going back down here, I began to make decisions and act on them rather than react to them. The results have been constructive. I no longer allow others to make decisions for me and then criticize me for it. But for me, I think this goes back to having bad instincts. I say that a lot if you know me. Instinctually, I didn't know how to react to the world. I always thought people, places, things were against me, and I used those interactions as an excuse to drink. If something was good, I drank. If somebody was mean to me, I drank. If I didn't get the promotion, I drank. If I got the promotion, I drank. If I thought somebody was thinking something negative about me, I drank. Listen to that again. If I thought someone was thinking negatively about me, I drank, which means I was drinking because of what I thought somebody else was thinking. How crazy is that? That's how my alcoholic brain thinks, though. After joining AA, I started seeking daily guidance from a power greater than myself and learning to listen for that guidance. That has been something that I wouldn't say is a challenge for me, but is something that I have learned how to do better after a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. And after I relapsed, I kind of reset that clock back. And although I don't recommend relapse for anybody, what relapse did for me was kind of allowed me to understand what a healthy relationship with God is. And what that is for me is praying every morning and then being quiet and listening. Okay, so there's a part in the big book where it says, in thinking about our day, we may face indecisions. We may not be able to determine which course to take. Here we ask God for inspiration, an intuitive thought, or a decision. We relax and take it easy. We don't struggle. We are often surprised how the right answers come after we have tried this for a while. I think that's found on page 86 in Into Action. Okay, so what that means for me is if I don't know what to do, generally I do know what to do, which is the next right thing. But if I don't know what to do, I just ask God, hey, what should I do here? And then I shut up and I go about my day. And then I don't struggle. And I've been surprised because the right answers do come to me. One of the other key takeaways for me on this one is the last paragraph where it says today and every day. And whenever I see all, every, always in the big book or any of the literature, I kind of perk up and pay attention. Today and every day with a heart full of gratitude, which means I'm supposed to be grateful every day and a desire for God's will to be done through me. My life is worth sharing, which is pretty cool. And then the last line, super heavy. Above all, if I do not make a religion out of anything, even AA, then I can be an open channel for God's expression. Let that sink in for a second. if I don't make a religion out of anything? For me, that's kind of telling me that even if I am like a churchgoer, even if I found God in AA, our relationship with the God of our understanding, at least for me, is so personal, it supersedes, it's bigger than religion. Well, that's pretty heavy. Your relationship with God is unique to you and your higher power. It's the truth though, right? Usually I try to just pull out like one piece of a daily reflection, but this one is pretty much jam-packed with wisdom. I think it's cool though. It gives us agency. It gives us power over ourselves. It gives us the ability not to be a victim. A power greater than myself gave me power over my own life. How cool. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you would like to.